Hey there, Derek Rydall here, and in this series of definition videos, I want to talk about what love is and what it really isn't. And love is not a sentimentality. Love is not merely an emotion. Love is a very real principle and presence. Love is a synonym for God, but we don't actually really understand what love is or what love does. What is love's agenda? And the first thing I want you to understand, the most basic and most important thing to understand about love, and understanding it's a synonym for life or God or truth, is it actually only has one agenda. And that is to meet the deepest, fullest need of its beloved. That's it. Love has no agenda to fix you, to change you, to heal you, or even really to help you as if you have a problem. Love is blind to your problem. Love is blind to your judgment. Love does not see a problem, just like light can't see darkness. If you're coming from the light and are the light, you can't see darkness. If you're coming from love and are love, you can't see anything but love. You can't see anything but wholeness and perfection. And so that's why love never tries to fix you or change you. Now, why is this important? Because let's just take self-improvement and self-help and all this stuff where we're trying to make our lives better, make ourselves better, be better, do better. What are we almost always doing? We're almost always trying to change or fix ourselves. We look at a part of ourselves. I'm greedy there. Let me make that greedy part less greedy. I'm selfish over here. Let me make that selfish part less selfish. Let me turn that frown upside down. That is not only not an act of love, that's an act of violence. Love doesn't go to the greedy self and go, God, you're so greedy, you should be less greedy. It doesn't see that. It embraces that part of you. And so when you're loving yourself and you're looking at all these parts of you, and this is what I talk about in the shadow work a lot, the act of self-love isn't self-improvement. It's about meeting every part of you, the needy, the greedy, the angry, the sad, the shameful, the guilty, the selfish, the jerk, your inner diva bitch, your inner asshole. It's about meeting those parts of you. And this is all love does. It holds you. It holds that part of you. Just holds it, witnesses it, lets that part feel seen, feel held. And then it asks, what do you need, my beloved? What do you need? I could start crying now just thinking about it. It's so simple. And it's so profound. Because to have the experience of being met and being seen and being held with no agenda, with no judgment, but only one. What do you need? That's love. And I invite you to practice that with yourself. First with yourself, because we can't really love another easily and fully until we've loved that part of ourselves, because the part that triggers us in others are actually the places in us where we have not met them with love. It's our judgments, it's our shame, it's our fear. And we project it on them and use them as a proxy. If I can just change them, make them less needy, greedy, selfish, angry, mean, sad, whatever, then I won't feel all this uncomfortableness within me, because it's really in us. That's why Jesus said, love your enemy. He didn't say change your enemy. He said, love your enemy. And where did he say the enemy was? In your own household. He meant both, it's primarily the family dynamic, but he meant in your consciousness, in your heart. And so I invite you to look at a place you've been struggling to change, fix, heal, get rid of, a place you feel guilt, shame about, and begin to meet it with this simple practice of love. Feel the feeling of it. Feel the shame. Feel the anger. Feel the selfishness, whatever. And hold it like a child that's been in a nightmare. And ask that part of you. Let it have its feelings. Because those are feelings that got stuck at some point in your development. Don't do the same thing and repress those feelings or judge those feelings or make them wrong. That's why they're stuck there in the first place. And then ask that part of you, what do you need? What do you need to to feel truly seen, to feel safe, to feel like you can take your place at the table again in a constructive way. What do you need, selfish self? What do you need, angry self? And what you'll begin to hear are real needs that you can actually meet, that you can make time for, that you can make space for. And as you do, that was the devil in you will be redeemed as an angel of grace and transformation and latent power and potential. And as you do this, you can turn to people that are in your life. And when stuff's coming up, when they're bringing up those parts of them that you would normally want to attack or judge or change or fix, instead practice just listening, just meeting them, just holding them, and becoming curious. What do they really need? What's the real need there? And then ask them. Instead of saying, why are you so angry? Say, what can I do for you? What do you need? And watch as relationships are transformed. This is profound. And I invite you to do it. Start with yourself. Start today. Start with one area that you don't feel is lovable. And let me know how it goes. Can't wait for you to fall in love with yourself. It's so amazing. And until next time, remember to live authentically, love unconditionally, and follow your destiny.